So, in the next few minutes, I'm about to increase your IQ by at least 5 points. You will be, after this video, you will be so much more smarter. Now, the way I'm going to do this is by telling you the truth about TikTok. Now, everyone believes that TikTok is very benign, but we all have to remember that it is being supported by the Chinese government. And that government is not benign. They want to rule the world. They want to rule the world economically. However else they can do it, they will do it. Now, the whenever you're gonna want to rule the world, there's two ways you can do it. You can rule it with physical power, might, military structure, or you can just do what Alexander the Great did, propaganda. You can do what was done in World War II, propaganda. Even the Mongol warriors under Attila the Hun used propaganda. Well, everyone says Attila the Hun was the most ruthless leader ever. Yeah, this was all propaganda. He was not. So the easiest way to deliver your propaganda used to be throwing flyers out of an airplane or making telephone calls or television shows and things of that sort. But the Chinese government has come up with a way to get it through to the young people, because it's not the old people like me that they're trying to influence. They're trying to influence the young people. Now, the way they're doing this is by showing only the stupid stuff. They are showing all of the stupid things that people do in America and other countries, but never ever do these things. They show the things that stupid things people do in China. Have you ever looked at a TikTok video and go, that's damn stupid? And you see another and another and another, or you see the same video over and over again, one after another. But have you ever wondered why none of this stupidity seems to affect China? It's because it's propaganda. It's propagandized stupidity. And they will keep putting stupidity in your For You page until they actually bring down your IQ level to the point where you don't have an attention span anymore. Because one of the things about having a better intellect, you have to pay attention. If you can't pay attention, then your intellect will never increase. This is scientifically proven. Another way of taking over a country is to create divisiveness within that country. Now, we all know that basically China is a atheist country. Communism sees all religions as being a threat. This is why they have so many problems with the Himalayas and these other religious factions throughout China, because religion is a threat to their party thinking. But on TikTok, there's never anyone talking about religion in China. But on TikTok, there's always divisiveness being played up on Christians against non-Christians, atheists against religious people, believers against non-believers. It's always being pushed in America. So whenever you see TikTok, they're always promoting divisiveness within each and every country, always. Now, if you just do what I did, because what I did was I just deleted my account, because that gave me no reason to go and watch TikTok as much. I can spend 5 minutes on TikTok. As a matter of fact, this video, the only reason I'm making this video is because I needed someplace I could make a recording and then make a small file size. TikTok creates a small file size, so I make my video on TikTok and then I will upload it to YouTube. But this divisiveness is what constantly is promoted. You always want these stupid live things. Yeah, I'm an atheist, prove that God exists. Oh, I'm a religious person, prove me that God does not exist. This always pushing one against the other. Friction, 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 friction. Now, there's also this thing with cyberbullying. TikTok promotes cyberbullying, and then it's like being in a schoolyard and all the kids are gathering around and one guy brushes up against the other guy and they look at each other like they're gonna get into a fight, and then someone yells, "Fight, fight, 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 fight," and then all the kids suddenly yell, "Fight, fight, 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 fight," until one of them actually hits the other, and then they say, "Oh, that's too much, man. That's too much. That's too much." And that's what TikTok does. TikTok says, "Okay, fight, 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 fight." But if someone really says something that is actually hitting hard, then it's like, "Oh, that's against community guidelines. You can't do that," because they want to see friction, but they don't want to see anyone win. The friction is what creates divisiveness in every country. And so TikTok is constantly promoting and using this propaganda of bullying against us, one against the other, all the time. And TikTok only shows the worst behavior. I mean, you could be walking down the street handing out $100 bills to people, but you won't see that on TikTok. It won't go viral. But if you make a video going down the street and scaring people or punching them in the face, then TikTok will show it because it's in the United States, and that shows how bad the United States is. But you don't see the same thing happening in any Chinese videos. This is why TikTok has separated TikTok in China and TikTok in Germany and TikTok in the United States. If you put them all together, then you will actually be able to get a true picture of way things actually are. But they don't want you to see the actuality. Now, TikTok is also going to be its own downfall because of the greed that is involved. The Chinese government can't keep giving TikTok money, so TikTok has to come up with its own source of revenue. That means that ads will have to be more prominent. You'll see sponsored ads everywhere. But the thing is that when you start putting ads inside something, it breaks the hypnosis that TikTok provides, because TikTok will hypnotize you, give you a dopamine hit every time you want, but the ads will break that up. And now they're going to be pushing longer videos. That means that instead of seeing 15 seconds of divisiveness, you actually get some real information into your life. The same information that you would normally get from a normal conversation through a 10-minute video, just like the one I'm making right now. Because if I only had 2 or 3 minutes, then yeah, they would be able to use it as a divisive point. Anything I say would be minimal, so it would not have any meaning because it would be taken out of context. Longer videos will bring context and more information, so TikTok will be burning itself down. But today, I realize when I'm watching YouTube, when I'm reading the internet and using other sources of information and not spending all my time on TikTok watching stupid videos, that yes, an hour later after I deleted my account, I was smarter. Suddenly I became smarter. And if you want it to happen to you, then if you have a lot of posts, if you have thousands of posts on TikTok and you have thousands of likes, just delete the account. Because then your IQ points will go up and you will become a success in whatever endeavor that you want to do, because you won't be a victim of this propagandized non-reality that TikTok creates. And that's about all I got to say about this right now, because TikTok is probably gonna mute this or do something else. I'll as usual, I'll play a little guitar to end this. See y'all.